of the Venezuelan penalty area. Many people thought it would be Aguinaga to take it, but it was Carlos Munoz, the 28-year-old, who stepped off. A nice right-footed shot, and there you have it. After 20 minutes, Ecuador 1-0 up against Venezuela, just what the home crowd were waiting for. And indeed, they were to go further ahead. 32 minutes of the match had gone. The corner by Aguinaga, headed on by Hurtado. Carabaldi first seeing his header saved, and the shot by Raul Noriega finding the back of the net. And Ecuador 2-0 up, and indeed that was the score at half-time. We now join it in the second half, and it's still Ecuador very much the superior side. A long ball from Montenegro finding Carlos Munoz, who himself finds Angel Fernandez, the 21-year-old who was to turn out to be the man of the match in this game last night, making it 3-0 after 57 minutes. By now, the home crowd certainly enjoying themselves. Well, things had started badly for Venezuela, and they were to get worse after 60 minutes. The young Venezuelan defence simply unable to cope with the Ecuador attacks. And this foul by Carlos Garcia Mijares on Aguinaga. Seeing the referee reach for his pocket, he'd already brought out a yellow card for Mijares. This time, the colour was to be red. Both men injured slightly in the challenge, but the main damage being caused to Venezuela, who were reduced to 10 men after 60 minutes. And that spurred Ecuador onto greater feats. Indeed, after 66 minutes, Carabaldi down the right, finding Eduardo Hurtado, who beats Dudamel, who would come off his line maybe 1 or 2 meters too many, and 4-0 the score after 66 minutes. Ecuador running away with the match by this point. However, Venezuela were to get one consolation goal. It came after 78 minutes. Stalin Rivas with the ball forward for Jose Dolgueta. His first shot saved, but the second one finding the back of the net. And 4-1 the score, though Venezuela with little hope of pulling this one out of the bag at this point. Indeed, it was Ecuador who kept coming forward, and just 3 minutes later, they were to make the most of the young Venezuelan defence, trying to do things just a little too complicated at the back. Aguinaga finding Angel Fernandez for his second goal of the match. Rounding off a fine performance for him, and with 9 minutes to go, Ecuador were 5-1 in front. And indeed, they weren't to stop there. Just 4 minutes later, a lovely combination down the right between Fernandez and Carlos Munoz, finding the ever-present Alex Aguinaga. He put away the ball, and after 85 minutes, it was 6-1 for Ecuador. That indeed was the final score. 6-1, an excellent result for Ecuador. Indeed, their biggest ever win in any competition. An excellent start for them.